This video was made possible by Wix. If you're ready to create a website, head on over to wix.com/go/infographics2019 to try out one of their premium plans right now. One of the worst things about being a teenager is having a lack of funds to do exciting things or to buy the stuff you think you so desperately need. Okay, so there are frugal teens that always seem to have some cash stashed away, and some youngsters just seem to have parents more than happy to throw money at them. But for most young folks, they never seem to have enough power paper in their wallets. And that's why we're here to help you today to find the best kind of work that will keep your bank account healthy. 10. Fruit picking. This is here at number 10 because you might say it's more of an exotic kind of job. Fruit picking is usually seasonal work too, and you might have to travel to do it. But that's all part of the fun. And so this kind of job might be what you call an adventure. We can tell you firsthand that one great experience is picking grapes in France. Back in the day, you'd have to go to France and sign up, but these days you can arrange the work online or by phone. Many farms will give you a place to stay and feed you very well as give you lots of wine in the evening. The pay is good and you can't really spend much during the picking time. Harvest is usually from September to October, and you can work on different farms if you want to save more. The work is physically demanding, but you'll be there with lots of different people, and often they'll be traveling like you. You might also be on a farm in a stunning part of the French countryside. Some of you will be visiting France from afar, so in the end, the work will pay for your holiday. You can find lots of blogs online written by young Americans who have done the vendange, with one 18-year-old girl who went to pick in the region of Burgundy, saying she got around $70 a day. Remember, there's hardly anything to spend your money on while you're staying at the farm. She wrote, "The countryside is lovely, vines surrounded you all day, and it's magnificent. The food was also good. We always had a proper French meal with a starter, main course, cheese, and dessert, and we ate a lot." We should add that at the end of the picking there is usually a huge party. Why spend a summer at home when you can visit France, make some new friends, and work for your air ticket? If you're already in Europe, the price of getting to France shouldn't be much. Grape picking in France is just one job, but if you look online for fruit picking jobs around the world, there are many. 9. Remote writer. As every writer will tell you, it takes a long time to hone your craft. That said, everyone has to start somewhere, and some young folks are talented writers. You might start your writing career working remotely, writing copy for businesses or brands. The best of these jobs for large brands hire only the best and pay very well. As a teen writer, you'll be starting at the bottom. Maybe that will be writing SEO or search engine optimization for small companies. It could even be correcting someone's work, usually someone who doesn't speak English as a first language. It might just be product description, writing that isn't all that challenging. The best thing about being a writer, if you're talented, is that people hiring you will hire under the concept of the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Show them you can write, and that's your foot in the door. And once you've done some work, you'll then have a portfolio and perhaps a job for life. Again, we must stress that you'll need to be a dedicated writer. You'll also have to meet deadlines. Once you've built up a reputation, you can start landing these copywriting gigs that pay the big bucks. There are lots of people using remote work websites, such as Upwork or Freelancer, to find jobs. You can also listen to those people who call themselves digital nomads and see how they got started. We even found music review jobs online, which for many people would be a great job. Once you have regular online work, you can start planning where you want to live for a while. We should add, don't feel bad if it takes time to get going, and you have to take some low-paid jobs at the start. Just concentrate on becoming a better writer and building that portfolio. 8. Barista. Warning: this job might come with a very early start. We found lots of these jobs on the website Glassdoor, and it seems making coffee for a living will get you in the region of $10 an hour in the USA. We looked at jobs in the UK too, and they pay about £8 an hour, so a similar rate to the US. That might not sound like much, but it's not bad money for a teenager who doesn't have any work experience or easily definable skills. It's also a good way to meet people. Many young folks go to fast food outlets to make some cash, but being a barista is a way cooler job than serving up burgers. 7. Waiter. It's not as easy as you might think being a waiter, but if you're good, you might find you receive a lot of tips. The Atlantic reported in 2015 that about $11 billion in income goes unreported in the USA each year, and that's some of the money you want. The article tried to find out who was tipping the most. This is what it said: Waiters and waitresses in Miami, Boston, and San Francisco reported the highest median tips per hour at around $13. The lowest median tips per hour for waiters and waitresses, around $7, were in Minneapolis, Detroit, and Seattle. It's also said that men generally get tipped a bit less than women. Still, being a waiter is a good way to make some cash when you're young. 6. Valet parking attendant. It all depends on whose car you're parking, but we're told that the tips in this job can be very, very good. One website we found said on average a valet will get $2 to $5 for a drop-off and another $2 to $5 for a pickup. But then we found another person who said the standard should be $1 for every $10,000 your car is worth. So what do you do now? You look for places where the richest people go and try to get the valet job. You'll need a driver's license, of course. 5. Newspaper delivery. Okay, so some of you were just thinking, I cannot drive and I'm too young for all these jobs you just mentioned. So this is the job for you. It's work that can keep you fit, and we're told for every newspaper you deliver, you get around 10 to 15 cents. These are all wages in the USA at least. 4. Car washer. This is another job you can do at a very young age. And the best thing is it's a good occupation for the budding entrepreneur. The website Cron tells us that 50% of car washers earn from $8.59 and $11.86, but 10% get over $15 an hour. The thing with this job is you can set yourself up, as you don't need too much equipment. Learning how to wash a car might also qualify for the saying, it's not rocket science. You can make a lot of cash too. The Australian media reported in 2018 that one particular hardworking 15-year-old boy was making 2,000 Australian dollars or almost $1,500 US a month from his mobile car wash. I had a chat to mom and dad about the lack of car detailing facilities in our area. The closest car wash was about 20 minutes away. So I thought this would be a good chance to try something new and make a bit of cash, and to help fund my new computer, he told the media. It was simple too to get going. He made some flyers using Microsoft Word and then just posted them in local letterboxes. It seemed a lot of people couldn't be bothered traveling the 20 minutes to the nearest car wash and were happy to have the youngster come by their house and wash their car. His business grew so big he started hiring his friends. If you're short of money, why don't you give this a go? 3. Pet sitter. In the last show on teen jobs, we talked about dog walkers. But what about just sitting for a pet? This doesn't take too much effort, and you can do things while the pet just sits about. Most animals are what you might call low maintenance. You'd be surprised how many people have pets and sometimes just need to be out of the house for a long time. We looked on the job site Indeed, and Indeed, quite a lot of people are looking for pet sitters. You can expect to earn anything from $10 to $15 an hour. Maybe start doing what the car wash kid did and hand out a few flyers saying you are the local pet sitter guy. This has got to be one of the easiest jobs ever, and if you love animals, you'll have a lot of fun. 2. Product tester. You might have to be at least 18 for this job, but you can do it at home and no experience is needed. We found one job online for a product tester in the USA. This was the job ad. We guarantee 15 to 20 hours per week with an hourly pay of between $25 an hour and $45 an hour, depending on the in-home usage test project. No experience required. The company said that they'll interview you, and after that, based on your lifestyle, you'll be given products to test. You'll be asked to give your feedback and maybe write a review or take some photos of the product. You could even do your product testing at the same time as you were doing your dog sitting, making you quite a wealthy teenager. 1. Shopper. This job title might look great, but it's perhaps not as exciting as it sounds. You basically shop for people that have bought something online and then you deliver it somewhere in your area. We found a job going right now for a shopper working for Amazon. This is what Amazon wrote in the job description. No resume, no interview, complete your application, pick a hiring event and start date, and get ready to start earning. That's it. You can do this without really trying very hard. The pay was $15 an hour and you have to be at least 18. When you consider some folks around the world don't earn much more than a couple of dollars a day, this isn't a bad way to earn money in the US. You might be delivering clothes made in Bangladesh, a country whose garment factory workers take home about $90 a month. Teen or not, do you want to set up your own business or promote your skills? Or maybe you just want to show off that cool job you already landed. You can do all of that and more at Wix. Wix makes it easy to use their drag-and-drop interface and hundreds of fully customizable templates to help you get started in minutes. Or if you're too busy at that high-paying job to dig into the details, Wix's powerful ADI feature will put together a great-looking site for you in just minutes by answering a few simple questions. Try out Wix today by visiting the link in the description or going to wix.com/go/infographics2019. So it's now for you to decide which of these is the best job for you. Tell us in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other video, 10 surprisingly high-paying jobs for anyone. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.